How you doing, Naija? How you doing, everyone out there listening to me? My name is Yua, and once again, I want to show everyone out there some of the lapses in our Nigerian society that we have to start, that authority has to start looking at. And I want to talk about another instance of the Chinese exploitation for our great country. And this is a blender here, right here. And this is a brand new blender that I bought less than a month ago. Oh, it got short. Less than a month ago, and this blender got bad, and I discovered that this is winding. Everything is brand new. You can see the jog and everything is all new. Even the label is still right there. And this is the cover for the bottom. And this is the motor. Now, over the years as an engineer, I worked in a small construction firm, and that's why I can say that I have marketable skills in electrical engineering today, and of course machinery and everything. And I've discovered that, okay, now there are ways that motors run, and the controls of electric motor. Now, I looked at this motor. This motor was wound carefully so that it can go bad on time. You can see that the windings are made with aluminum at the cost of the consumer, because the incidence of all of this fragility of this equipment falls on the consumer. And as a matter of fact, when you look at this motor, it was carefully wound, first of all with a limit switch that when you put the jog on and you don't key it properly, it goes bad and everything. It's supposed to be a protective unit, but that limit switch goes bad very quick and everything. That's the first thing I discovered about this machine. And during this coronavirus period where you have a lot of time to play with and everything, I discovered that yes, I can open this machine and observe how it was designed. I discovered that technically there were some design flaws made with this machine so that Nigerians can consume more, because we're a consumer country. People don't really settle down to look at how these things are made or how possibly they can be funded and made and everything. So I now looked at this machine and discovered that okay, now I can change the seating of this machine with this old one that I had back home, and this one lasted a lot and everything, a lot longer than this new one. So I collected. It's very easy, it's not rocket science. I collected the seating for the old one because the old one's motor is still very good. You can see that this old one motor is very old and everything, but it's very strong and wound with copper and everything. So I collected the seating from this old one. I removed the seating from this new one, and then I put it. And then I tried to run this motor. Now I'll try and run this motor for you now. Then you see that nothing is wrong. It's not rocket science. I've maintained equipment for a long time, and I know that you can see it's working. So this machine is back on. So this is some of the things that I'm doing with my corona. For this period where coronavirus has kept everybody back home, you have to stay indoors and everything. But I want to really advise the Nigerian authorities, things like places like the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, and you have the Nigerian Society of Engineers, you have the Korean and everything. We can do a whole lot to censor these things, because they're actually ripping us off. This exploitation, because if you look at, let's assume they bring like up to 1,500,000 copies of this machine, and people that buy these machines are mostly not people with technical skills and technical knowledge, and they don't really even if you have technical skills, you don't really have the time to start playing with all these equipment. Now we can look closely at the materials in which they design these things, and with very experienced engineers like I think I'm experienced, we can start looking into all these things and begin to have civilized way of censoring equipment that enter this country, not just doing things anyhow. Like this kind of equipment cannot enter the United States of America. Okay, now let's assume like 1.5 million people buy this equipment, and like 700,000 encounter this problem because it was carefully designed to have a flaw. Now, when like 700,000 people buy it, and they make a profit of, let's say, out of that 8,000 naira, how much have they made? So you can see that Nigeria is a market field for these people. So we can actually work on improving our standard organizations. Thank you so much. That's my contribution to the Nigerian society, and I'll keep talking. You can actually follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Yua or the Revision. You can follow me on Twitter, and we can start talking together. We can change this country. We can do our bits to change this country, because we all have the responsibility of seeing a Nigeria that is better in our lifetime. Thank you so much, and have a good day.